Alright, welcome to another tech tip here at Baker Drivetrain, where we're doing neutral switches today and how to see if they're working properly. This is assuming that all of your wiring on your motorcycle is already good. Start by going over the neutral switches through the year groups. First one here is a single pole switch that the Harley used from 1959 up until 1997. In 1998, they went to this black style switch, 2-pole, and then in 2000 they went to another 2-pole switch that works the opposite of the 98 style switch. The 2000 switch is going to work the same as the Dash 59. The Dash 59 and the 2000 switches both use the same style drum. The drum will have a paddle in here that will hit the switch when it goes around. So the paddle here is going to show your neutral position. So if you have your neutral switch out of your bike and looking through the top cover, you should either be able to see this paddle, or if you have a 1998 to 2000 style shift drum, it will have a divot, and that works the opposite, so you'll need the black style switch. So first you want to just make sure that your neutral switch is working properly. With the Dash 59 one, it's just a closed ground, so we're just using a simple multimeter here. And all you need to do is connect both ends and should be able to get some noise out of it. So the 2000 and later style switch, you want to touch both of the prongs. See if we can get hold on to this a little bit better here. Should do nothing, and then if you press in the switch, pressing in the switch is the same as hitting the neutral detent on the drum. So that should connect the wiring. The 98 style switch is going to work the opposite of that. So it should make a connection until you hit the button. So that would be the divot when you're hitting the button, which is the neutral. So that's how the 98 style switch works. Now with the 59 switch, these are pretty easy to do. You can see here it's got a nylon washer. If you're not getting the connection, or if it's not, your neutral switch isn't working, you can remove this nylon washer and replace it with an O-ring like the later style. The O-ring then will allow the neutral switch to get closer to the shift drum and allow it to hit the detent. Now we'll go over and we'll take a look at the top cover in the transmission and show you how the neutral switch is going to work in there. Alright, we were looking at a 2001 and later FLT transmission. I've taken a factory style Harley-Davidson top cover. I've cut it up so we can look inside of here, and also so we can see the neutral switch a little bit better. This setup here, we're in neutral right now, and like I just talked about, you can see the detent in here. So I'm going to shift it into first gear, and you should be able to see that move. This is actually second gear, but now there's no detent there. So I'll shift that back. We're in first, and now we're in neutral, and you can see the detent pop up. So that's one way you can check with the top cover on. Now before I put the neutral switch in there, I'd like to show you that with a factory case and a factory top cover, there are no dowels for the top cover. So the top cover can actually slide side to side, forward and back. And this could also lead to having neutral switch issues where you're not getting proper connection to the drum. So, you'll want to tighten that up, and we'll do that right now just for demonstration purposes. Keep it from moving. But simply, you're gonna, to check the neutral switch while it's in the bike, to know that you're having function, we're going to tighten this down, and right now it is in neutral. So we should be getting some noise. So that would mean that your neutral light is going to turn on. You can then shift it through the gears and check the neutral switch in all gears. So first gear shows nothing. I skipped neutral there, so we went all the way to second gear, not getting any light. We're not getting any light in third, fourth, fifth, or sixth. This is our OD6 transmission. It'll work the same with the 5-speed setup as well. If you're getting the neutral switch coming on intermittently or overall, so if the neutral switch comes on in first, not neutral, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, you have the wrong neutral switch. So you'd either need to go to the 98 style or the 2000 style, depending on which the D10 is. Now if it's coming on intermittently in like fourth or fifth, it's probably because the top cover has shifted and the neutral switch is just hitting the edge of the shift drum. And what I mean by that is the neutral switch, instead of just connecting on the detent here, where the neutral switch is going to hit, you might be getting it rubbing on the side here. And that's because the top cover is not centered properly over the neutral switch detent. So you'll just need to loosen up your top cover and slide it over accordingly so you're not getting contact on any other part of the drum except for the detent area. So that's pretty much how you'll do any neutral switch testing. The important thing is to test your neutral switch, before you're doing this, and make sure that all your other wiring is good. If you have any questions, other questions, just get a hold of us on our tech line or our chat line, and that's all we got for today.